So remember that gaming PC I got in this massive crate from CLX? Yes, guys, that was a gaming PC in there. I'm talking about the brand new CLX Ra Ryzen edition. Yes, Ryzen is a new chipset that everyone loves, and I actually love it too. This is an awesome build from CLX in terms of just performance and also looks. This is a great looking PC. This Ryzen build is an 1800 Ryzen 7 build, and it's priced at $2,549, and it packs a punch. Now you're saying, okay, that might be a little pricey, but when you look at the build and look at what CLX offers, you would want them to build a PC for you. Off the bat, I'll tell you that. So I want to thank them for sending this over. First of all, you've got tempered glass in the front of the case, and also you've got tempered glass at the back of the case, giving you some really aesthetic looks all the way through. You can see the cable management there. Don't worry guys, I didn't mess around with it. I left it the way it was because they did a fantastic job. But you can open up that back too. And if you guys look down at the bottom left-hand corner, there's also a 2 terabyte Toshiba 7200 RPM hard drive. That's for storage. Now, opening up the front tempered glass panel, you reveal some of the specs which we'll go into for this build. Really nice aerated case. There's lighting, custom lighting on the fans, making it something cool you can customize. First off, we have the Samsung 960 Evo Pro. It's an M.2. This thing is fast. I'm talking about 3200 read speeds, megabits per second, and 1500. That is the fastest right now in the market, and 250 gigabytes of that is absolutely awesome. You also have a GTX 1080 Turbo, 8 gigabytes of RAM from ASUS. And then that's also an ASUS motherboard. And then of course you can see your CPU. That is the Ryzen 7 1800, which is nice. You've got 16 gigabytes of RAM DDR4 from Corsair. That's the Vengeance RAM. Now, power supply is an EVGA 850 power supply. If you can see the ports there for the graphics card, and you've got a plethora of USB ports. I think about 14 plus USB Type-C also at the back. So you've got a ton of ports for what you need to do, connect your devices. You've also got 2 more in the front with a headphone and mic jack, which is pretty nice. Great looking case. Power buttons centralized on the top. Really nice, slick finish. So that is just looks. Again, I like the space here because it allows me to upgrade this case if I want to change my cooling system from single to dual cooling system, even liquid cooling if I want to, I can customize it. But let's talk about software. What kind of software is in here? Now it's running Windows 10 Home 64-bit. Of course, you can install stuff in there. There is no bloatware at all. Just a few system software that's required for what you're going to be doing with this build. So you've got the Aura that allows you to do custom lighting on your motherboard throughout the case, as well as also some of the fans. So that is for the aesthetic feel of the case, which is great. And you can go ahead and customize it with different ways you want to, singular or as a whole system. And then you have the Amd Master Software. This is the Ryzen Master, allows you to overclock easily your system. You can go ahead and shut down cores if you want to. You can also increase the clock speed per core. You can go ahead and customize that and save different custom profiles. So there are about 4 profiles you can go through and save your changes to maximize the performance of your build. Now, the gameplay video you're going to see later on is not customized. It's basically set at the base core settings, so you give you a general feel. And you guys care about that. You care about gaming. How well does the CLX Ra game? This is a Ryzen PC with the highest Ryzen processor. What can we get out of this with the GTX 1080 here? As gamers, that's what we care about. So the first game we're going to take a look at, of course, is what I'm playing right here, is Doom. And Doom, we had everything set on max, ultra, resolution is 3440 by 1400, that's my monitor, and we're just going to go ahead and see what we have here in terms of gaming. Now, performance-wise, I have to tell you, this thing was great performance all the way through. We're getting between about 90 to about 110 frames per second, solid, no glitches, no slowdown. This is what you want for a game like Doom. Doom's fast-paced, so you can see the kind of performance there. You can see the performance of the CPU and GPU breakdown. Really awesome that the Ryzen 1800 can perform this well, especially in this build. I think just overall it's a really solid build, especially with that SSD from Samsung that really pushes out some read and write speeds. Now, this is Division, open world game. You can see we also set this at Ultra and Max with the same resolution, and we're doing between 51 to 60 frames per second. Solid all the way through. Division is one of those games that even my Mac system, which is Boored Prime, which I guess is not my only Mac system anymore, which has an X series processor, was doing about the same. So I was impressed with the way this system handled a game like Division, especially just with its open world nature. Now, next up is Battlefield 1. We set everything in Ultra in Battlefield 1. Our resolution is still the same, 3440 by 1400. And just gonna go ahead and jump into the game. Again, guys, apologize for my terrible gameplay if you guys are wondering, but frame rates was pretty solid, about 60 frames per second on easily on the system. Everything looks smooth. You can see how well the textures and balance went through. Again, gaming on the system is just smooth, even with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Like, again, you can go ahead and upgrade things in the system if you want to. You can go ahead and increase that RAM to 64 gigabytes, which is not necessary. 32, depends on what you want to do. I do a lot of video editing, so I want more RAM in my system, but the overall performance on this is a great way to spend money on a gaming PC. I think anyone who picks this up will love this. Now, finally, the last game here is the new Mass Effect Andromeda. And Andromeda here, we have this set at Ultra with Mass Effect, and you can see we're doing about 44 to about close to 50 frames per second, 50, 52. Now, if we drop that Oculus inclusion in this, it actually goes up to about 55. You can tweak certain things in Ultra settings to get it to 60 frames per second, but I just wanted to max out everything to show you. Again, the game looks great. It looks fantastic. Performance is absolutely lovely. I had no issues. Any game I tried on the system, I played and I enjoyed it to the fullest. And that's what you want when you either build the system or you buy a custom rig like this from CLX. I think they've done a fantastic job with the Ra. The Ryzen edition is something that I have to recommend to people. This PC looks great. The build looks solid. And also the performance you're getting out of this is something, as a gamer, you will be excited about. And the fact that you can still go ahead and customize it the way you want. Whichever way you want to do, you can customize this build. So guys, if you have any questions or any comments, or you're looking to pick this up, definitely go down to our link and check out CLX custom builds for their Ryzen builds for the CLX Ra. I think you absolutely love this. If you have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to enter our giveaway. We're giving away the Nintendo Switch. The link for that is down below. And this is Thunder E saying thank you very much, and always enjoy your entertainment.